It can be an unexpected, unassured feeling. Fear. Have you ever had to face fear head on? Instead of running away and hiding, you dig deep down inside and face your fear. I'm sure most of you have had those scary moments in your lives where you've asked yourselves, how am I going to do this? I had one of those experiences when I was 16 years old. I found myself at the top of a cliff looking for a way down. I remember it was early morning and the air was crisp and I could see my breath. The side of the hill was shrouded in shade as I stood there with my ski patrol instructors and trainees. At first, I wasn't sure why everybody had come to a stop, and then I could see the entry to the ski run was basically a vertical cliff face with lots of rocks here and there and a few fir trees on the surrounding edges. Unfortunately, most of the snow was missing from this daunting entrance. I stood there frozen in my skis, mostly from fear and not cold. My heart sunk to my stomach, and then I asked myself, how am I going to do this? I'm sure most of you can identify with that feeling of sudden burst of panic that runs through your body. I watched as some of my fellow trainees and ski patrol instructors headed down that cliff face. It had little effect on my shaky confidence. My first thought was to turn back, but that simply wasn't an option. I was there to be a ski patrol and trained for it to be one. I had never skied down anything like that cliff face. I was terrified. I somehow managed to get myself together, and I felt a voice inside me say, I think you can do this. I asked God for a little bit of help, and I reevaluated my pathway options. I chose a path up a little bit higher where there was more snow, and then I slowly went out, made a sharp turn in between some rocky patches, and found myself at the bottom of this cliff with my fellow ski patrol people. I did it. And as I breathed a sigh of relief, I felt all the fear and anxiety run away from my body. I think back on that experience often when I come across difficult situations that bring on fear. It taught me that I'm capable of facing fear. I know I can make it down any cliff face I may come across. When the question comes, how? How am I going to do this? I answer right back, you can do this. You've faced fear before, and you can do it again.